I'm Ivo, I'm the drummer of the band M.O.T.H.E.R, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself. I was about 16 years old and I was in middle school, and I saw in between classes there's this festival for the Students Association in my school, and there's one guy that was playing the drums, and I look at the guy and man, I want to do that. I want to really like play drums. Me and other friend, we decided, let's try to build something like I can play at home. We make me like a wood pedal to try to mimic a drum pedal, and I start seeing videos on the TV and try to imitate what the drummers were doing. First gig, we are all this at the time is like the big thing. It was Korn and Limp Bizkit, so we dressed like all Adidas, full Adidas from top to bottom. We did our first gig. I was playing real drums only like three weeks. We did a gig like for 5 songs or 4 songs in a school festival, and it was my first experience with drums. And after that I play with another band in my original town in Portugal. So there it was like a space of 5 years I didn't touch anymore a drum. Someone tell me, we need a drummer. It was almost like the end of my time in university, so I play with this band 1 year and a half. We make only one live show, and it was really cool. But then everyone finished the studies on the university. Everyone work in different places. Since then, I never played drums like for real. I bought like a second-hand electronic drums to have at home, but it was kind of difficult to play at home. So I play from time to time, and then I decided to come to Switzerland, and I leave everything behind. I met a rollerblader here in Switzerland. He's also a drummer, and I asked him, can one time we meet together and I can try if I still get it how to play a little bit the drums or not. And he invited me to play one time with him. He made like a video, and I didn't play at all good. And I sent to Yannick. One day after, he asked me, did you want to join a band? They are also start to know how to play and everything, so like that you can have time to learn again how to play drums. And I said yes, but I don't have nothing. I don't even have drumsticks at home. So I start playing with him, but it was bad. I didn't play at all. Like 3 years ago, I think I restart from zero to play drums. And right now I'm here recording the first EP outside home, 1 week, and I think in 3 years I make a lot of progress playing drums, and I hope to make more progress in the future.
I'm Adams from the band M.O.T.H.E.R. I'm the bass player. I was in Biel, like on my way to a jam session. I was walking on the street, I had my bass on my back. Lenny came with his bike, crossed me, and he turned around, and then he was like, hey, is that a bass? He was like, yeah, I need a bass player for my band. Then I agreed that I will come and check it out. Then like a couple months later, I went by and we did a jam session together. And at the beginning it was kind of, I didn't feel it that much, but then like another couple weeks later we gave it another try, and then I decided to join the band. I started at high school, like Ivo. We had this like music lessons, The teacher just showed us the band room and said, yeah, just pick an instrument and start playing. I kind of like gravitated towards the bass. I didn't even knew that bass exists. Like I made music before. I played like acoustic guitar. I still have it, like acoustic guitar from my aunt. And I also had like one semester of saxophone, but it was like, yeah. Then when I saw this bass, I went and I was like this kind of weird guitar with only 4 strings, and I tried it out and I couldn't stop. Like I just took it home and played at home without the amp, and I didn't stop since then. Yeah. All right, boys. Last track.
Well, hi, my name is Lenny, and I am lead guitar player, lead singer, and frontman of the band M.O.T.H.E.R. Well, I always define it by our very first gig that we had. That was on the 18th of March 2022. That's when we kicked it off in the skate park in Biel. The idea, me starting to scout people for making music, that must have been end of 2019. My worst gig was probably our EP release of last year. It was not even about the playing, really, but it was more about the feeling. We played in a little bar that was way too small because we are a really loud band. And also, like 2 weeks before, Michael, our old singer, had announced that he wanted to leave the band for professional reasons. No bad sweat. But at the gig, I was like, we were playing, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? I had like this feeling, nothing against him, but that was just like, like on an emotional level, that was there. I think the best show, one of the best shows at least, must have been at the Summerside Festival. It was also probably our biggest show, and I think I played a perfect set. My godfather, his name is Gernot. Hi Gernot. He had a guitar on the wall in his apartment. I remember it was a black Stratocaster. I looked at that and I was like, that looks really good. And then I did nothing with that for years. And we moved to the Swiss-German part of Switzerland from the French part. And there was my teacher, Martin Breitinger, which was like a big influence on me, more just to take up music. And he offered guitar courses, and they were really bad, because I could not play guitar yet, because that's why you take courses. And he just like really picked the ones, that could already play guitar, to put them like in front at the concerts, and all the rest put in the back. But he was still like a really, really nice guy. It was just like for this reason it kind of sucked. But I received a lot of sheets with chords and everything for the guitar, and had like an acoustic guitar with nylon strings. And then I discovered AC/DC at some point, and I was just like jamming to AC/DC in my bedroom with an acoustic guitar, nylon strings. It probably sounded like shit, but I felt like a king. And from there on, I took some guitar lessons because I wanted to learn how to play lead guitar. I was wondering, like, how do they, and the chords, I kind of know I knew nothing, but I kind of know the chords, But now I want to know like how to know what to play, you know. It's going pretty well, you know, but it's sometimes it's still hard to get like out of the region to get gigs, you know, because I mean I kind of get it because if you go on Spotify right now or on YouTube, we don't have a lot of material, you know, because some people, they film parts of the show and they just film like the worst part, or they just film like when we play a cover. We cannot post covers all the time because we played covers in the start. And now finally people get that we are not a cover band, which we never were in the first place. That's the part tough to get gigs. And then also on Spotify and all the platforms where you can listen to our music, the demo tapes is not representative of our sound right now. And it's too diverse, you know. It goes like from Beatles basically to like a really hard rock song like Crazy Mama, really, that just strips you off your pants, you know. And the other one is like, but the songs are still good, you know. Not saying anything against the songs, but that's why we are in the studio here, to record a thing that's a bit more in one box, I would say.
We're expecting an EP.
We good? We good? First, it felt good, and it gave you what you needed. With time, you start feeling change. Until one day, you don't recognize yourself anymore. If that day comes, you better run.
Reverb on the like this cross sticking.
No, the discussion is like how much do we want to give input to the sound engineers, you know?
We have some specific ideas that we want to have.
Yeah.
I would say we can tell those.
Exactly.
And the rest we can give them some space.
Exactly. We're gonna do like a open Google document or something for every song, specific inputs, either for the drums or for like put here, put this, that. So we put already make up your mind a little bit, and then we take like a Saturday, we take the pot and we throw the ideas in, you know.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good.
And for mix, take it down. Alright.
It's the tech, boys. I feel it in my fucking penis. It's not.
Play it again.
this is day 4 for me, because the first day, Friday, it was day 0. It was mostly repair stuff, put my drums in place, tuning drums. For me, it's the first time I'm doing a recording in a studio, so I don't have any experience at all.
I've never been like recording for this long, so it feels I think we all kind of lost total track of time.
Yeah.
Because we're here like now like 4 days. 5 days, and it feels like a month because we just do the same thing every day. I didn't think it would be that intense, you know.
Yeah.
Because you just like sit around half day and then record half a day, but the recording is really takes a lot of energy. We rehearse like twice a week, so we see each other like 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
So we already know each other really good. We know like what the other is sensitive about and what we can joke about and how the other works. So like socially it's really easy here. Nour is also a great guy.
Yeah, is it?
And he's one of these kind of engineers who like you can tell him what you want to do and he respects that and tries to make it happen because...
And he's patient.
He's patient, yeah.
Yeah,
I had other engineers where it's just like you need to do it like this and otherwise it's not going to be nice. And Nour is just okay, you guys want to record together in a room, so just record together.
Eine Spur verschoben, gell?
Aha, ja, du hast recht. Ja.
Du kannst auch Kohl sniffen, gell?
Ja, voll.
Aber ja.
Ja. Das ist gut, das ist sehr gut.
Ja, ja, let's eat. Let's eat. Sure. Thanks.
This moment vorher.
Zura?
10 minutes until I realized that they are not selling alcohol, you know. And yeah, but there was like a banner next.
Expect from a classic key bass of that
What's
era.
this big
And what's
rock in
really
the back?
interesting,
Yeah,
this
Hamburg,
might look
yeah.
like a punk bass, but behind this facade hides a highly
Why it doesn't... Oh, right.
It's the volume. I have a
Okay,
volume.
no, okay.
Stop somewhere.
Ja, voll. Ich fände, weißt du, also das schnell zum Besprechen, oder? Bevor wir das schnell machen. Es ist wie geil. Du musst nicht groß etwas verändern. Aber wir haben wie da schleicht sich eine zweite Layer langsam rein.
Ja, genau, der mit dem...
Genau.
Mit wo dann der Flanger auch da reinkommt.
Genau,
oder?
noch nicht.
Noch nicht?
Und der Flanger kann vielleicht noch automatisieren, so langsam... We have the take.